Yeah, I'd imagine it's more the latter there. But
Yeah. We've now
I
pushed
will.
to YouTube, by the way. Hello, everybody on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Whoa, those are bright. DJ, how are you? What were you gonna say?
I was going to say the Warriors. I tweeted this earlier today. 12-6 since Draymond came back from his leave of absence. Top 10 in both defense and offense. Pretty healthy, and I know Wiggins is not playing, but Chris Paul has come back. Clay off the bench is looking really good. This is a really big test for the Knicks. The Warriors are just a really good team right now. They're a phenomenal half-court defense since in that span. So you really have to like push the pace, and the Knicks are gonna. I feel like that's gonna be the big key thing I'm gonna watch for most is like, what does the Knicks offense look like in the half court, and are they getting enough in the transition game to maybe mitigate some of the problems that Golden State presents in that area? But just very interested in seeing how the Knicks stack up against a really good team right now. I think it's you look at where Clay is, Chris Paul back, Steph isn't in as lead as his usual self. It's still a very fun.
What do you think they do?
Sorry, you're underwater there, man.
What they're doing? Oh,
there you go.
Am I good now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you think they do to try and counter some of what Golden State's doing?
Well, I think the big thing is you have to get out and run. The Golden State, it's been an issue, and it's been the Steph Curry era issue where they will turn the ball over. So that's something that's still a thing that they can struggle with. You have to really convert on these opportunities. That's just a big one. And I think the other idea is like, how are you counteracting a lot of this? Like, they're a very unique offense, and I feel like as a defensive team, it's like you're seeing this sort of split action stuff. Things what they do is very unique to
Real quick. You're underwater a little bit now.
Check 1, 2.
Now you're good. Perfect. Okay.
All
right. Pick up where you left off.
I don't know where I left. Where you
They're
guys
a very
lost
unique
me.
team.
They're unique, so I feel like you could struggle with just the adapting to something that you typically don't see on a game to game basis. So there's gonna be a lot of switching when they do those split action sets, and Chris Paul's in the post, and he's just finding the guy. You really have to be you have to communicate those switches proactively and be really detailed in that. So that's just your non-starter. If you're going to mess up on those areas and allow open shots and back cuts, then it's going to be a long night.
Can I, old man, yell at Cloud for a second?
Always.
When are the Knicks going to wear their home whites again?
You know what? As you say that, it's been a minute, man. I can't.
They just don't. They just don't. I'm just like really annoyed. I've seen the last time they wore whites, I think were the like in general was the road game against the Sixers, and then it was the road game against the Magic before the break. I grew up. You wore white at home.
You wore white. I know.
I prefer that personally.
I do too. Yeah, it's good. That's a good call. I am sure they have their marketing reasons behind all that, but I would love to see the white myself. There's Raymond Ritter, the Warriors PR guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was like an institution when I was doing NBA radio back in like the late 2000s.
Ah, okay.
He's been there for a while.
Was he
good guy?
A PR guy?
He was the head of their PR.
Yeah. Head of Warriors PR. Okay.
Head of Warriors PR. Yes.
Alrighty. At least they're back to, as possible, full health today.
Yes.
So they have 9 available guys.
Okay, I'll take it. So you get the Brunson Curry matchup, and they will not be guarding each other.
Nah, I highly doubt that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. DiVincenzo on Curry. Brunson on Moody. Yeah, that makes.
Man,
that's a tough look.
Oh gosh.
It's just so hard to be flying that fast and.
Oh, Jalen. Oh! Hey guys. Okay, that was quick. Hi, Mensa.
Hey.
That was
Did you get a piece of that one
an
too?
incredible sequence.
Unreal.
All right, we're off to the races, huh?
Yeah, tell me
Quite
about
literally. Yeah, Kuminga and Brunson. I'm not sure if that was a cross matchup thing, but we'll see if that sticks.
Ooh. Careful.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
No, it's not.
Good pass.
Charge.
Oh, wow.
He.
Okay.
Ooh.
Mm.
That seemed like they scouted that, like get rid of it because Brunson's gonna try and draw a charge, or is just Brunson just moving?
I think he.
Oh, this is a different. This is the last possession where they had pinned it on the backboard twice.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know like what the rule is behind it because it was a clear charge, but it was the pass was made and then there was a step taken after the pass was released. But in the New Orleans game, there was a play where Nick got called for a charge after passing it. So I don't know, like if that's just a judgment call by the referee, how much you're going to allow.
Yeah.
My only thing with the foul calls is I hate when the whistle is blown after the shot is missed. Like, I'm sure that's a new thing where it's like if it affects the basket, then you blow the whistle. But I don't like seeing that.
That's the worst one. I agree with you.
It's good defense,
Okay.
man.
That is maybe the best defender of the decade, Draymond Green.
So ISOing Draymond Green is not going to be good offense? Is that what we're thinking?
Would concur. Yes.
That's twice
Oh,
now.
boy.
Steph,
Oh, boy.
My goodness, Steph Curry.
Oh, boy. This might be a quick one, guys. I don't know. He's looking like he wants to drop 54 again.
No.
What's on TV?
Knicks won that game, by the way, folks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember that.
We
Good
need to
point.
remind people of that.
Foul.
That's a. Oh God.
Oh, boy.
Get ready for the timeout. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
9-0 start.
How'd they
How?
get
Wait,
Okay.
9-0 start, right?
took it
I've
off,
counted
yeah.
that right.
No, you're right. They took the 1 point
Okay.
away.
I was like, their layups down for the Warriors. They're 3 also. Like every shot they make just counts for 3. Okay, a 9-0 start. What's
Mensa,
gone
this is
wrong
the
so
first time.
Yeah,
buddy,
it's first
that we're
time.
on
Yeah.
any sort of like
Any
KFS
KFS stuff,
programming. I love this. How you doing?
This is
man?
great. I'm doing good. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Aw,
This is
that was a nice
exciting.
moment with the Knicks down 9. I appreciated that.
We
So-
are not out of it quite yet. Just got to hit some shots, guys, and stop the other team from hitting shots.
Dirty Dancer already said trivia. I wait till at least the second quarter to start looking up trivia, sir.
Yeah.
So what are we seeing that has contributed to this 9-0 deficit so far? Other than, is it just damn they good, or is there anything we're doing wrong too?
Mensa, you want me to take a stab at it first?
I can jump in.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure your answer is going to be better than mine. So, so I'll go first. I think that what we're seeing is on offense is like it's almost like a tale of two different cities, right? Because our offense is so like isocentric, and the Warriors are the exact opposite. And we're kind of isolating against Draymond Green, which isn't working. And they are using Steph Curry off ball and driving Josh Hart to drink. So I think it's going to be an interesting like war of styles, but I'm not too confident because the Warriors have been really good since Draymond Green have come back. But I think that what's contributing to this 9-0 deficit is just our strategy offensively is not working against the Warriors, and defensively we're having a really hard time with Steph.
Yeah, I mean, this Steph thing jumps off the page. Or I mean, the first play I think was DiVincenzo got run off a couple of screens, and then Josh Hart in the second one falling out of bounds.
But
That's
it was off 2 screens. To your point, like,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it presents a challenge if he's going to hit the type of, it's like he hits shots off movement in that way. I just don't know what you do against it, because those are like the toughest shots he's going to take in a game, and he's 2 for 2 against you already. So that's a problem. And then, as Mensa alluded to, on the other end, there just hasn't been. I mean, the Brunson one on the baseline was a decent look for him, but they're not gaining any advantages with their actions right now. And DiVincenzo has been MIA to start, so it's obviously early, but the signs are not great, but they just need to just run their offense and stay ahead of isolations against a Hall of Fame defender. I think that you'll be off to a better start if you just do those things.
Was the design isolation on Draymond, or did it just kind of end up that way in the last?
Hartenstein just ended up that way after they the initial like pick and roll action. He kind of ended up with the ball in a situation where the clock was getting low on him. The Brunson one, I don't recall if that was. I presume it was not intentional. It just sort of like flowed into that.
Yeah,
which is gonna. I mean, the Knicks are gonna do that now. They don't ISO as much as some think they do. They're kind of middle of the pack in terms of their frequency. So it's not something they're gonna spam or anything, but let's just see in this next possession if they run something that's gonna gain them an advantage here. And there's Steph really aggressively out on DiVincenzo. He'll slip, cut.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, Draymond Green has just been. Oh.
Are you kidding?
Okay.
All right, so Steph has 9 early points, 12-0.
You know,
Draymond's just a menace on the other side
right.
of the floor.
You have two guys, two Hall of Famers in MSG, just bringing out their A+ game on both ends of the floor.
Josh, I love you. You got to take that shot. The plan can't be like, I'm going to drive off my open three to go toward Draymond Green tonight, because you ended up taking a fade away from the foul line anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
Okay. Yeah, one thing that I wanted to point out is not only is Draymond Green maybe the best defender, he's also probably the smartest defender in terms of being able to organize the rest of his teammates. And I'm sure like they've been doing film study on the Knicks, and Draymond just having so much experience, so much high leverage experience that you can see it very early on. The Knicks are struggling with this defense. And I think it's just like Golden State's not doing anything tremendous. Like they know that Jalen Brunson is really the only real threat on the court. DiVincenzo's great, but he's not a threat to the level of Jalen Brunson. And you're seeing them take the ball out of his hands and then just living with whatever comes of it. And here goes Steph again. Okay.
He's human.
Yeah, Mensa, you're totally right. And then the other thing is like they're very fast right now. The lineup they have that they're starting with is just a very quick, agile lineup. And it's just very hard because of their ability to rotate quickly. And even Pod's there. I mean, look at the positioning. I mean, and then the closeouts. And then it doesn't help. Obviously, the Knicks don't have the shooters to really make them work.
Yeah. You can tell this is a team that won 4 championships or has at least the DNA.
Right.
The DNA of a championship team.
Oh.
Oh, man. 14-0. This is not fun.
No, not like this.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they just look so prepared for everything we're doing.
Literally everything. Okay.
And the Warriors missed a couple layups. It's like
that's with a possession where the Knicks pinned like 3 on the backboard and they still have 14 points, There you go, iHeart.
Right. These are the turnovers. Now they get back. It's a tough, but you can still make something out of it.
Oh, Jalen.
So his turnovers, they're not that bad, but they are way up this year. I looked at it today. I know I'm not sure if most of that is sort of like adjusting since Julius went down, but his
that's what I'd be curious about, DJ. Like, what's the turnover rate after Julius went out?
Yep. All right, Clay's in the game, so it's another guy to track here. Pod's out, goes to the bench.
I'll just say this. If there ever was going to be an Alec Burks game that we were waiting for,
tonight.
This is the night. Please get 35 off the bench.
Former Golden State Warrior Alec Burks.
Yeah,
could be a revenge game.
And here's Sims for Hartenstein.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, honoring that minutes restriction.
It's so good to see these two guys with no like medical gear on, just in street clothes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
That was for those on YouTube. Julius and Mitch just were on screen together. And like we said this before you got here, Mensa, like we did get good news today about OG. So
Great news.
yeah. Hopefully it's not too far away.
Okay.
Good take.
2 points, baby.
On the board, everybody.
Only took us 5.5 minutes.
My goodness. Just needed to get their bench guy in.
Oh, man. Wow.
Jeez.
Steph with the offensive rebound.
In the crowd.
Clay with the relocation to the corner. Hits a three. We are down 17-2. Man.
Yeah, that was my dorm freshman year of college. 17-2. I don't know why I said that. It's just an interesting fact.
Might have to bet that number if you're into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. 17-4.
All right. I'm on the 4th floor now. Oh, my gosh. They're running right now. There you go, Josh Hart. Okay. Now let's turn this into points. Watch the leak out. All right.
Yeah, when you look at this team, it's really just like the starting five of Pods, Moody, and Kuminga with Draymond and Steph. It's like they just put 3 young athletic kids around 2 Hall of Famers and just let them run.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just doing all the organizing, and it's really effective.
Yeah. Alex says, I know I'm not saying I know better than Tibbs, but Sims is not a shooter. What's crazy about Sims is like when you say not a shooter, that usually refers to like not a 3-point shooter. No, he's not shooting at like anywhere near the like if he's at the rim, he's still going to probably pass it. Grab a rebound. There we go. No busy.
All right, he needs to go to the bench earlier now. I mean, you need Burks.
You need Burks and Boyan right
now. Or
now.
Boyan, yeah. You need both. One, you need something. This is just, you can't do this. You have to read the game as a coach and say, all right, there's just nothing here that we're generating on the offensive end that's
working.
Yeah, they don't look like your Knicks. I don't know this team right now. This is weird. We're down 19-4, possibly 20-4 in another 30 seconds.
And I don't know if this is early, but he went to this.
Yeah.
Boyan.
I think you can probably go a chew at the 5 in these Draymond minutes and feel pretty good about it. And at least in that way, you get some advantage over his like agility and ability to get down and kind of make something happen at the 5. So we got Sims at the 5, Hart, DiVincenzo, Brunson, and Boyan.
And Draymond's out.
Draymond's out for Looney. Okay.
We've scored 4 points. That number is just staring at me.
It's crazy.
Man. CP3, Loon Dog. Oh, man. They're getting healthy at the right time.
Yeah, they are.
So I tweeted about it today. I mean, CP3 and Clay in the Wizard game. I mean, Paul assisted or screened for like 8 Clay points in a very short stretch. They just seemed like they had pretty good chemistry already.
I'm pretty sure CP3 spent a lot of his career watching Klay Thompson. So.
Right.
He knows where he likes to get the ball.
Did you guys hear him with Dwayne Wade talking about he didn't go to Miami because of the number thing?
No,
him and Wade have the same number. Okay, see number 3, and neither one of them was willing to give up 3. So Riley was apparently ready to make the trade. They didn't go into detail on what year it was. In the Heat run, but I think it was after LeBron got there, and they nixed it because CP3 wouldn't give up number 3, and Wade wouldn't do it either.
Wow!
So the trade never, according to them, never got to the finishing line.
That's wild.
I'm very happy about that because
I
did not want to see Chris Paul with Dwayne Wade and LeBron James ever.
Yeah, that'd be
that would have been hell.
Deadly. Yeah.
Going
AB
from Chalmers
says
and Norris Cole to CP3. Forget about it.
CP3, yeah, it'd be crazy. AB says lineup management since we got Burks and Boyan has been horrendous. I don't care what anyone says. Well, we don't have to respond then because he doesn't care what anyone says.
I think the coach is searching AB.
There's a lot of wrong answers, unfortunately, right now.
Yeah.
When you don't have Anunoby. Like we could say put more shooting out there, but then your defense becomes a turnstile. Yep. I think to your point about reading the game, DJ, like I think we can tell early on that the three non-shooters on the court at once
against these guys. Yeah.
And the worst part is like I already know for a fact he's going back to it in the third quarter to start the third. Now, I would beg of him, like, fine, use it as your way to give some guys a breather. Go to your bench unit quicker this time. And I don't know if we're gonna get that, which makes me even less confident about the game. So
I agree with you.
I think the one change I would make is just all of the Jericho Sims minutes, just give them the Boyan and move. Your center rotation should just be Precious and Hartenstein tonight. If Hartenstein can only play 22 minutes, that's 26 for Precious, and then you just need more Boyan. I get that he's not the best defender, but you're down. You've scored 4 points. You might need the offense tonight.
And to Dirty Dance's point, well, really to Busy's point, we haven't been healthy since they came to the team, which is why it's tough for me. Like DJ, you blew my mind the other night with the stat or just the observation that was the first time Bogey and Ihart shared the court together. That Tuesday night was Tuesday night was the first time Bogey and
did I say that?
It was either you or someone else said that they had never played. Okay. They hadn't played together.
I was not aware of that. So that I don't.
Oh, so maybe not. Yeah.
But if that's
that's who it was. It was XJ on Saturday said it to me. Saturday against the Celtics was the first time that Bogey and Ihart had shared the court together because Ihart got hurt the day of the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Didn't play until after the break, and Bogey obviously came back. Because Ihart against Philly played like 2 6-minute stints. We didn't really see him until Saturday. So,
okay, Julius before the game.
I think he comes back before OG.
Really?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I mean, I don't know. It's like I hear Fred talk about him just wanting to get out there, but he'll get out there maybe sooner than he should. So I want to see him, but I'm just a little worried about what he's going to be.
Yeah, it's worrying about what Julius is going to be is very fair because he does have a propensity to come back too early, and it really affects his game when he does. He's just playing with us, huh?
He is.
Like, I get it's a game, but please, he has 7 rebounds already? Goodness.
11 and 7 right now.
Yeah. Jeez. All right. See, that's using gravity. That put Bogey in the corner, leaves Brunson open. All right. Yeah, Dirty Dancer. The playing in the West is going to be a bloodbath.
Yes.
Right now it'd be Lakers Warriors in the 9-10.
I would not want to lose that first playing game.
You think?
Because in the West, you're either going to get the Lakers or the Warriors, and I think the Warriors.
Oh, you're saying the 7-8 you don't want to lose?
Yeah,
okay.
in the Western Conference, you do not want to lose that because you lose to who is it? I think right now Sacramento and Dallas. You lose to one of those two. You lose to Sacramento, or Sacramento loses in Dallas, then they got to go play against the Warriors. Like, you really don't want that. 7th or 10 in the West is unbelievable. CP.
There you go, Bogey. Boxing out.
It's good possession there. Sims on an island against Clay. So Burks is about to check in. And I know we're not going to get a ton of McBride tonight, but it just makes me think like what kind of an impact can you have just chasing Steph for 20 minutes tonight. Tonight, it's just
my hope is we see that smaller lineup that we've been getting. That it's Bogey at the 4 with DiVincenzo, Deuce, and Brunson. He's gone to it a lot so far lately. Oh, and is that did Deuce just check in?
That was Burks.
That was Burks. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, Burks for DiVincenzo.
Okay. That was okay. You know what it was? I saw Sims and I saw the hair. I was like, "Oh, did Deuce just check in?" No, it was Jack with Sims. Never mind. Yeah, that's my thought too, Alex.
Load in the paint.
Gotta hit
That's
this.
why.
There
we go, Josh.
All right, down 9.
He hasn't been great, but he's just been a little bit better shooting the ball.
That's all we needed because he was abysmal.
It was a little bit better is what we needed. 9.
Yeah.
But it needs to be DiVincenzo. It needs to be a little bit better.
Right. Oh, this is a tough matchup. Oh, it's tough.
Yeah.
Sims help.
Kuminga's always been like a 98th percentile athlete. Now that he's getting like moves, oh man, I'm so excited to see what his career becomes.
Oh, he passed.
Purposeful.
Yeah.
Was that a purposeful pass?
One more. There you go, Josh Hart.
Okay, Josh. 2 threes in a row from different locations.
Jeez, Jericho.
It's tough. You fake that DHO and you can get a little angle. Can you not win the Brunson-Paul matchup in a one-on-one situation? I attack that right now. Not this.
That was a lot of Josh Hart.
I need less Josh Hart fadeaways in my life. We got like 4 of those in the first quarter.
Yikes.
In fairness to Bogey, Kuminga does that to a lot of people these days.
I'm not mad at Bogey. That's he wasn't brought here to defend Kuminga one-on-one.
Yeah, see if they blitz Brunson, you get something out of it.
Shoot the ball.
Have to shoot that one.
Oy. Brunson's in his head. And Chris Paul in his face.
All things considered, down 15 right now isn't that bad.
Mensa, I love you.
Just saying.
I know it's like you're right, but it's also pretty bad.
And one.
There you go, Jericho.
So 18 points in the Brunson minutes, and they have been one of the worst offensive teams in basketball when he's been off the floor.
Yeah,
since Randall went out, and Steph back in the game.
And Deuce is in. Oof, in and out. All right, 31-19. I will echo Mensa's sentiment. You know what? Down 12. Not terrible.
It's not that we should be down like 24. They've been kicking the shit out of us.
Yeah. So, just going to read some plus-minus numbers for you real quick. Precious Chua in 7 minutes, minus 16. Isaiah Hartenstein in 5 minutes, -14.
Impressive.
Jalen Brunson, obviously minus. So this is weird. He's -13 in 12 minutes, but they're down 12. This needs to update ESPN. He can't be -13 in a quarter that he lost by 12. Oh, no. Juice played the last whatever. Okay. So that's why. All right. So Jalen Brunson -13 along with Josh Hart -13. Dante DiVincenzo in 9 minutes -12. 0 of 4 from 3 from Dante DiVincenzo so far. Yeah. Draymond Green in 7 minutes +16. It's basically the inverse across the board.
Yep. Yeah. The thing that also is jumping out, the Knicks missed 16 shots and only generated 2 offensive rebounds.
Mm-hmm. That's where Steph comes in. He's crashing the boards.
Really?
Yeah, he's got 7 rebounds so far. 5 defensive.
Wow.
Yeah, didn't Steph get an offensive? Like he got the offensive rebound in traffic.
He got a rebound in traffic, and that's the Clay relocation.
Right. Yeah, that was when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, we're in trouble."
Mm-hmm.
Both teams are in really tight races in their respective conferences. I know we have like a 1.5 game lead on the 5th seed. They are the 10th seed, gaining daily. They're a half game behind the Lakers for 9th. And honestly, they're only 3 games out of 7th, so you never know the way they've been playing.
Busy, just to answer your question, Jeremy's gonna email everybody because we have like a master email list. So Jeremy's gonna email everybody.
I'm trying to in my head think, all right, what's the adjustment here?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So I don't have
just less Josh Hart fadeaways. Like, is that the plan?
But aren't the Josh Hart fadeaways a product of what the Warriors are doing defensively? Like, they're cutting off other passing lanes, so that way, you know what? We'll let you do what you want, Josh Hart. That's why Josh Hart took a bunch of threes that quarter. You know?
Yeah, and they've been really aggressive with Jalen, not blitzing on every play, but just they're really coming out at least the level, sometimes beyond. So he's not able to get that head of steam and get downhill, and he's not walking into pull-ups. And he only really had the one. I think he had 2 threes off the catch. I think. Do you make one of them?
Brunson?
Threes? Yeah.
Yeah, Brunson made 1 3. And he did
a Sims assist.
He did a celebratory the guns thing, and I was like, you are down 22.
Not right now.
22-8, my friend. Okay. I love you forever, Jalen Brunson, but you also played pretty poorly that quarter. Like, we just saw that possession, guys. The second to last possession for the Knicks, where he had pods on him toward half court, and there's 2 guys waiting behind to blitz just in case. So, all right, non-Brunson minutes.
Bo. Oh,
these are the minutes Busy wants to see more of. He made a point last night of how good they were playing against the Pistons on Monday, and it's like a good point. That's why Brunson got 6 minutes off in the second quarter the other night. So let's see if they can replicate it.
Yeah.
That was a shooting foul?
No, this isn't the Pistons. I know. I thought it was a shooting foul. So
I never know anymore.
Well, I think it's the side out is what confuses me, because it's usually while someone's going up technically, and they're like, nope, side out. It's like, okay. All right, down 10. Let's get a stop here.
I believe in Deuce.
I do too.
As do I.
Oh, Hartenstein to start the second. That's a new one.
Oh. So it really seems like they're sticking to the consecutive minutes time restraints.
Right.
You know? You're not going to play 12 to 16 minutes to 24 minutes in a row anymore.
That's a good look. I don't mind that shot.
I don't mind it either.
Coming off a screen, you have a little daylight.
One thing Clay will do.
He's getting them up.
Clay will take really dumb shots. He thinks it's not 2018 anymore. You shouldn't be taking that shot.
Gotta hit those, Bogey. Yeah, it's a foul.
That's actually improvement from Clay. He would not have made that pass 3 months ago. he was down bad.
Wow.
Yeah, the boy on finishing stuff, he had the missed layup there.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's not a vertical athlete, but I will say the ability to get off the ground is even a little less impressive than I assumed it would be. Just not much there to get.
I think that's fair.
An angle. I thought there was a little more juice going to the basket, but
it's like, oh, there's no juice actually.
There's not much there. And then you have Burks, who's got his own finishing problems. Little Spain action.
Oof. There you go, Alec.
Big money AB on the scene.
Need a couple more of those. Oh, tonight would be the night for like both of them to have 4 threes, you know? Ooh, Sarge. That's a foul, but
that's a veteran. That's a vet move right there.
The vet move
by Alec Burke.
The forearm, the stiff arm. Like, no, you're not going out. You're not getting that ball.
Knicks down 9.
That's going in. Needed that.
Ooh, that's going in.
Ooh, Deuce
yes,
McBride.
Sir. Deuce has this high arcing jumper.
Who said this isn't the Pistons?
Deuce has this high arcing jumper where I can never judge if it's going in or not, so I just assume it's always going in.
Yeah, right. Good rotation by Deuce. Good.
That's cash.
At
least we have an entertaining second quarter.
Yeah.
If Hartenstein's healthier, he gets out there sooner, right?
You definitely.
Ooh, Alec. Oh, that was a good take. Alec Burks just didn't go in.
If Hartenstein's healthier, that's an offensive rebound. Like you see it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's just not.
You can't have those breakdowns.
No Tibbs. What the F are we doing?
Jesus Christ. Do we see a panic sub?
I hope not. I like the way they've been playing. That was just only thing is like 1 or 2 bad possessions every quarter, and you've lost by 15 points.
Bingo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Knicks is shooting 27% from the field right now. 8 of 29.
Yikes.
Yeah.
And and I don't think the Warriors are like lighting them up on their end either. So it's not like there's going to be a major regression for the Warriors.
Yeah.
On the negative side. I mean, good, but you think the Knicks will obviously shoot better.
I'm going to hope DiVincenzo hits like 4 threes in the second half.
Yes.
You know, that's incoming.
Dirty Dancer. Burks finishes are the new DDV finishes. Yeah. So their first month of the year, maybe a little less, was just every finish was like panic inducing for me. And then Burks, he'll get to the rim and then it's just like that blows a tire and then it just throws the ball to the rim. And it's just been, but he was not a good finisher, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Part of the deal.
DDV finishes are still
not great. He got a little bit. I think, what it is? I think he's gotten so much respect as a shooter that the driving lanes are better.
Yeah, for sure.
But, early on in the year, he was just couldn't
he
make
would
a layup.
Cut like Landry Fields, but finish like Jared Jeffries. It was
right. He missed every cutting layup, every one.
I remember XJ said for a guy who's so good at cutting, he really cannot finish.
Right.
Because he was really intuitive and it was great because they would find him, but he would just blow the layup every single time.
Every time. And now he just blows dunks.
When he gets like rejected by the front of the rim, I just feel bad for him because I know his back's on fire every time that happens.
I know.
I just know it.
We're talking about DDV.
Yes.
Yeah. There was that one play. I forget what game it was recently where he actually cocked it back.
The Pistons, right?
It might have been the Pistons where he cocked it back.
No, I think it was in Philadelphia.
That's what it was in
the
Philly.
Villanova guys were back home. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You're right.
He cocked it, and it just went right at the rim.
I know that hurt. I know not just his pride, but his back.
Mhm.
Like I know, and I'm sure they lit him up in film session the day after.
I've done the same thing on the the 7-foot hoop in the driveway. Try to like go out. You go out a little too far.
Yep.
Try to show off for the kids.
Exactly. And
Now
you're on
then
timeout.
it's just your kids laughing at you. Now it's all of national TV laughing at you.
Right.
Hey, I have that hat right here.
That doesn't work in New York, does it?
I don't know.
It just feels so cheap, right?
Right. Yeah, I'm a Jets fan. Michael Strahan means nothing to me.
Well, I'm assuming everybody else. That's why it's not just Michael Strahan. Who's the Jet that needs to be in that? Mensa, just Sauce.
Get right now, only Sauce.
Yeah, like the whole defense. Get Q in there.
Sauce. CJ Mosley could do it. Yeah.
What about a former anyone? Like would it be like Bart Scott?
Mangold.
Bart
Scott.
No, Bart Scott's the guy.
Definitely Bart Scott. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was a Jet for like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Start recruiting. Bogey.
That's exactly. Oh my goodness. He just left it.
It's like that hammer thing that you play at the circus where you got to hit something and it goes up to the top, and his his vert just goes up to a certain point and doesn't reach the top. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's
not
getting
to the rim.
He was right there.
It was a good move. It's just like clearly stopped at a certain point before it could go any further. Oh, both of you tried to steal it. There you go, Deuce.
That's a Hall of Famer that you're trying to full court press.
Mm-hmm. It's a floppy set that they're running for Clay, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good call.
Got to get those, guys. Got to get that too, guys.
You keep giving these guys shots, they're gonna make them at some point. Just not this possession. I don't know why they're playing like this. Like, why did Josh Hart just pretend he was Giannis and attack? I don't know. That wasn't.
Yeah, that was not what you want, but they have a point guard.
Yeah, and they're all playing a level or two, above their pay grade. DDV in for Burks.
DDV in for Hart. It looks like.
No, Burks.
No, Burks went out. Burks went out. Okay, I didn't know if Hart was headed back to the bench. All right.
That was a quick run for Burks.
The next sub I would make is Brunson for Hart, so you can match up small. And Achua's back in for Hartenstein. No, Achua's just back in.
There's Deuce.
Oh, right.
Watch your back.
See, you got to communicate to your teammate. It's so frustrating.
Yeah. Yikes. Who did Precious come in for?
Who do you come in for?
Oh, DDV's not in.
Oh,
that was weird. We all saw him go to the scores table and we're like, oh, he's not in. I bailed out there, Precious.
Pods is so good.
He's excellent.
Great fit. He leads the league in drawn charges.
2 years in a row. It was Pods, and before him it was Jalen Williams. Santa Clara, or is it
No, the other one. Not J-Dub. The big one. Bigger one. The bigger Jalen Williams. Are you talking about leading league in charges?
No. I mean, the same school.
Oh, yes. My bad.
I think is it Santa Clara or is it?
Yeah, no, you're right. It was Santa Clara. Missed both.
You're down 17 points. Okay. And Brunson is
DDD
about
came
to
in
check
for
in.
Hart.
Mm-hmm.
If there was any hint of religion here, Hartenstein's the sub here. Hartenstein or Precious. They're crashing the same number of guys we are.
Dunk that.
Here we go.
A finish at the rim. My goodness.
So good.
Thank you for not passing it to 44.
Good deuce minutes again.
Yeah.
Every
It's
time
becoming the standard nowadays.
Yeah.
Good deuce minutes. Oh, man. That is
why.
Boyan
minutes, not good.
Yep. That's that 4th percentile defense right there.
So who's the sub? It was for Bogey. I mean, Bogey was pretty bad there, but you're now back to
your starters.
Oh, it's the starting 5 is on.
Starters,
Never mind.
yeah.
So Josh Hart got a water break is what he got.
Okay.
All right.
A water break. You're right.
So I literally went out for like 3 minutes, for like a minute, you know.
Don't call that foul. Thank you.
Thank you.
DDB. Gotta make something out of this.
All right.
Step through.
He did that on Draymond Green. That's very impressive.
Yeah.
Is that Stephen A. Smith? That is.
I missed that.
I think he's with like a nephew or something.
Like courtside? Next to the Warriors? As in not next to the Knicks?
Knicks wouldn't give him seats.
That's also probably true. Yeah.
All right, you got a little life here.
Yeah. 5 of 15 from 3 now.
Yeah, right. You know, it's coming around a little bit. I feel like the Warriors have been in mud a little bit on offense, so it's opened the doors a little bit.
You nailed it. Really rough Bogey minutes. Man.
Oh, just bad, man.
Do you think they're gonna ask him to do anything like on ball more than just catch and shoot when everybody's back? Is he just gonna be a spacer, or do you think they'll actually say like give him a few plays to go downhill?
I think it would make sense, second unit wise. And then maybe you're playing, he's got the advantage of playing against backups, and maybe there's more ability to do that. I just don't think that, in games that matter, it's going to be Julius Brunson playing 37 to 40 minutes anyway. But in those 5 or 6 minutes when maybe one is on the court, or maybe, I assume they stagger them, you can maybe do that. I think he's got good enough skill to do it. And he did it with Detroit. It has not been there so far.
Yeah.
But I have to keep reminding myself how early it is and that the full complement of teammates is going to matter when they're healthy, and he's down a few pegs and more in line with, I guess, the ultimate vision. But the finishing issues are going to be there regardless, right? If that's not going to, I don't know what's going on there, but I imagine that.
Okay, go ahead.
I imagine he's still going to be a positive impact for this team when everyone is healthy. He's just too good an offensive player for this to be it. He's being asked to do a little bit too much. The adjustment period. I mean, there's just a lot of things that are maybe working against him.
Mensa, what about you?
I think when everybody's healthy, the Knicks will be a lot better equipped to insulate his terrible defense, because you'll get to see him between Anunoby and Hartenstein. You'll get to see him with Josh Hart, Anunoby, and Hartenstein. So I think there's a lot there as far as what he's able to do offensively. he's really good. Like his finishing has been terrible, but I do think that he can take guys in isolation. I do think he can get downhill against guys. And of course, he's a 40% 3-point shooter this season. So it's just, I expect the offense to come around. It's can you manage the defense with a healthy roster? And I think the answer to that question is yes. Because you can play him with Mitchell Robinson. You're going to get 48 minutes of Mitchell Robinson and Isaiah Hartenstein. That's very valuable for a guy like Bojan Bogdanovic. So I'm just expecting, and then so let's say we get Deuce, Hart, Bojan, Anunoby, and Mitchell Robinson. Like say that's your second unit. You can play Bojan for 8 to 10 minutes with that team because the defense is going to be good enough that it'll be able to hide him. But right now, because the team is so thin, his possessions are really, really like it. You really see how bad he is on the defensive end because the possessions are more valuable, just considering the talent is lesser around him. So I think I'm not too worried about it, but I do think he's starting to give off, like it's beginning to like start to smell like Fournier.
What is this call?
All right, so they're calling Deuce for the hook here on the screen. So
before
if they're
the
gonna, before, and we saw this in the playoffs last year with the Brunson shot where Hartenstein was fouled against the Heat. That was not in the upward motion. So they're gonna call, if they're gonna call that, that's on the floor, loose ball. That's not a foul and the basket. It can't be.
By the way, I just scrolled over to Bogey's.
Yeah, come on.
They called it.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Right. And by the way, he wasn't set. So here's what you're doing. You're penalizing the defense. Or yes, he hooked him, but the screen wasn't set. He was moving into him.
That's a no call.
Right. Just or call a moving screen every once in a while. I mean, you're allowed to do that. And that's the thing. I'm like, the offense has so many advantages. They shouldn't be able to move and screen.
I saw your tweet today. You quote tweeted somebody that a set that the Pelicans were running, and it was like, oh, that's a moving screen. That's not even like a screen that like
no, he just walks. He
wasn't
walks into
He's
him,
walking somebody
a
different direction, and they just get it back.
Yep, gets us 3 anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I stumbled upon Bogey's cleaning the glass page. I didn't realize he's shooting 15. He's in the 15th percentile at the rim since coming to the Knicks.
What was it before that?
He was 61% in Detroit. He's around like a 55 to 60%. Well, that's really just the last couple of years. Even in Utah, he was in the 28th, 39th. There's a lot of blue.
Yeah.
But 15th percentile since coming to the Knicks.
Yikes.
Yeah.
They're icing Brunson on every side pick and roll.
And we're making it so easy because we're insisting.
Ice again. And what do? And now you have a short clock.
We go Deuce.
This is just
yikes.
Futility.
Take the charge.
How?
That's just.
There you go.
So this is at least Precious at the 5.
Yeah. This is a very small.
This is very small.
Next lineup.
But this is the lineup that got him back in or that closed against
that's way off.
Philly.
Oh my God.
That's absolutely a charge.
How is that not a charge?
That's absolutely a charge. It's a textbook charge.
Knicks are already playing shorthanded. They have no shot if they're playing 5-on-8.
Exactly.
Kuminga's what, 6'7", 6'9"?
Yeah.
And he put his shoulder squarely in Jalen Brunson's 6'1" guard's chest? That's clearly lowering the shoulder.
Yeah. The only thing that could have been at play there is anticipating the flop, but because Jalen does do that every now and then.
Saw that coming. He's on. Oh no!
It's getting
boy.
ugly,
Get hit
guys.
in the face.
It's getting ugly.
Can we call a timeout? Oh, he's up. Okay.
Yeah, he's up. He got hit in the face. So they're not giving him anything. Yeah, that's someone that's been hit in the face a couple times.
They're letting the Warriors.
Yeah,
play.
I was gonna
not
say they're
the
letting.
Knicks play. Here's some. Oh my god!
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Oh, just short.
Yikes!
Warriors are coming back to life a little bit on the shooting. Hey, a whistle. Josh Hart's clapping too.
Of course he is.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
That's the
he
second
got-
straight game that a swipe down leads to one of our guys get hit in the face.
That's the Draymond judo chop.
Yeah. Top Bam, everything he knows.
Now, to be honest, like that Draymond one, I'm not like, it's a lot
Not
of stuff
crazy.
happening in there. I don't. I mean, look, it's should have been a foul probably, but there's just a lot of. That one didn't seem too egregious to like not see it or
You
not
think there's
call
just
it.
a lot of traffic? And
Yeah,
as
I
a
think it's
result-
hard. You probably already expect, as a referee, you're already looking in transition. Your head's turned because the ball's going the other way.
Mm.
But it's clear the Knicks have not gotten a better whistle or an even whistle. Put it that way.
Fred Katz. Spike Lee is absolutely furious. That's great.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh man. Look at that 9-10. Warriors Lakers.
I think the Lakers are going to finish in 10th. I
And
think
the
every
Warriors
other
finish
team.
where?
I think the Warriors are getting to. I think they'll get into that 7-8 range.
Okay.
Yeah, I see
And
that too.
DJ,
Yeah.
the Pelicans. There they are, the 16.
Yeah, I know.
I
They're gonna
can't
get
figure
swept
them
if they
out,
stay
man.
there. If they stay there, they're getting swept. They will
I
not get a
agree,
game
but
on
they
them.
also could win a 7-game series. I have no read on the Pelicans, man.
If the Pelicans play Denver, they are getting swept. they stand
True.
no
If it's
chance.
Denver, that's different. That's different. If they call offensive block, we get a call.
A little makeup call.
No.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Take
it.
the headband.
He's also moving, right?
Yeah, and your headband
Yeah.
got jacked up because you fell into Draymond.
Mm-hmm. All right, get this under 10.
So real quick, his free throw percentage.
Yeah.
Wish it was better. I feel like he should be like an 82, 83%.
It's the Benji pointed this out. It's the Quentin Grimes thing. Some guys are just better jump shooters that when they're
Yeah.
not in rhythm, they're just bad.
Mm.
Has
Closing
Draymond
out on
attempted a
Draymond
shot
was
tonight?
not the right thing to do there.
Yeah. Draymond hasn't taken a shot tonight, and we're closing out on him.
He's gotten really skilled.
Mm-hmm.
There's like some big Kawhi in him, like just a little bit, like going to the basket, length.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the offhand for him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Feels like they're bringing. I think you pointed this out, DJ. They're bringing whoever Josh Hart's man is over every time.
Yep.
As you can see,
And Josh Hart one pass away. He's got to.
I gotta hit
Do
those.
that.
gotta make,
Yeah.
and he has made him pay
threes. I'll
his
take
credit.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're down 10. Get this to 8, 7 or 8. Going to half. Yeah, surprise
The
blitz here.
double. There
Hey,
you go.
Goose.
Finish, guys. I'm begging you. There you go.
layup.
8.
Let's go.
Look at us, down 8. Okay. This is their lineup. This is their best lineup with Deuce at the 2.
Mm-hmm.
I challenge you, Tibbs. Start the second half with it. He's not going to.
It's not going to happen.
He's probably fuming right now that he has to go to this.
Yeah. Dirty Dancer says Kuminga reminds him of Antoine Jameson. That's a good
callback.
Good comp. He's got that. He's a big guy, but there's touch, and he's got a floater.
Not as athletic though. At least I don't remember Antoine being that athletic.
No. Yeah, Antoine was not a great super athlete. He was more finesse, craft around the rim. I will say this about some of the Brunson pick and roll stuff. When he's on the right side and they ice it, he can't really explode with that right hand to sort of get at an angle going towards the baseline. And he's just kind of resetting the play back to whoever's the outlet, usually Josh Hart. I would maybe move those sets to maybe the opposite side. So if he is ice, at least he's going into his left hand, and maybe there's a little more of a driving lane. But I just think the way that they're guarding him, I just don't know if they're just haven't gotten anything out of these Brunson pick and rolls, and it just seems like it's how they're defending it. So maybe you even get him off ball a little bit. I think DiVincenzo has shown enough to where I trust him to run a handful of pick and rolls tonight.
I was right.
You were right, Mensa. Stephen A. sitting courtside.
Yeah, because they're not doing the game tonight. So
yeah.
I remember one time they were asking Charles Barkley if he would work for ESPN. And his answer was, "You ain't gonna work me like a dog,
and not pay me."
ESPN 2, ESPN 3.
He was fed Deportes.
Yeah,
Stephen A. Smith works 14 hours a day, man.
Precious.
There we go.
There we go. Down 6.
Credit to Tibbs, man.
Look at this lineup.
There's no reason this New York Knicks team should be.
Yeah, seriously. This is.
And it's taken away the Warriors' best advantage with this lineup is their defensive.
Jesus, Steph Curry. God. That's their best advantage, CJ.
Yes, that. You just shut me up.
I agree with you.
Quickly,
too, that, from a scheme standpoint, it's working. But then Steph Curry is like, oh wait,
he's got a 17-10 performance. How many times he had 10 rebounds and a half?
It's a good cut. Just didn't hold on to it. Ooh, and
a 3-on-0 fast break.
That's quick.
Yeah, you see just
Kuminga.
30 bad seconds of basketball against these guys.
Now you're down 5. It's a 5-0 run, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they moved the pick and roll to the opposite side. I think it's the way to go.
Now Deuce is a pass away.
You got to shoot that. Don't complain. Get back, brother. Because
DiVincenzo got the warning. No more talking. Gonna get teed up.
Yikes.
Oh, he is a monster athlete, dude.
Oh my word. Athleticism doesn't even begin to describe it.
Oh, he's
not Kawhi because nobody's Kawhi, but you see it.
Yeah, and he's a better athlete than Kawhi. I'll tell you that.
Definitely. Kawhi just has gigantic hands.
Yeah.
And long arms. So everything is just easier for him.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a play last night against the Lakers where he made a layup. It was like a hook. Oh, let's see what they do here.
Makeup call.
Yep.
I'll take it. Now, unfortunately, you have to sweat out DiVincenzo free throws. I'll take the over-under 2.5 made free throws here.
Yeah.
I'll take the under.
You'll take the under? Okay.
I'll take the under.
Yeah, I'm taking the over. I'm feeling optimistic.
Yeah, give me the over here.
You cash all
all
three.
Right. I like it. Shut me up. Let's go, Devo.
He missed it wide right.
Damn.
He really should just have the ref throw it to him like a catch and shoot. Take a jump shot from the line if you have to. There you go. That's 2. They can please hit this. If they go in under 10, it's an accomplishment. All right.
Yeah, good call, Andrew.
Down 9, everybody. We did it.
They were down 15. Now we're down 9. Okay. We won that quarter by 6 points.
They were down because of the Sims and 1 at the end of the first. So they were down 12.
Okay.
But to your point, they're on like a run right now. A +6.
Yeah, we won that quarter by 3 points. I will take it.
I do not want to see Hartenstein or Sims with Precious and Hart in the second half.
Good luck.
I have a funny feeling we're going to start the second half with either Hartenstein or Sims, Precious, and Hart, which is hopefully just the 5 minutes that they need to give the lineup that we need to play a breather.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I feel like Steph was trying to get like a 30 piece in that first half.
Felt like it.
Yeah, he only got 17, so I feel like there's a small victory in that regard.
Clay, 3 of 9, 2 of 6 from 3 in that half. Jonathan Kuminga, man. 14 points. It felt like he had more.
Yeah.
It's all 2s. 7
Yeah, that's why it felt like so many.
Yeah.
And they're all loud. Like they're loud. Like they stay. It's not one of those like, oh, how do you get 14 points? Like they're loud.
Yeah, it was 14 hard buckets.
Yeah.
7 hard buckets. 14 hard points. Offhand finishes.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of craziness.
There's no other game to put on right now. Orlando's up 1 against Utah. Brooklyn's up 6 at half against Atlanta. Ooh. And then Milwaukee's up on Charlotte by 14. A team that had 26 points in the first half against them the other night.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
26 points and a half. Crazy.
Yeah, it was 71-26 at the half, or 61-26 at the half the other night.
Only Golden State. As my wife comes to ask me to open the apple juice.
Got that pretty good. There's no, I didn't see. Was there a struggle there?
Not at all.
Did that? No, you just clean, right?
Yep, 1 and 2. Yeah. I had my pride was on the line.
You're right. The world was watching. You couldn't struggle on that one.
Not at all.
Well, I do this thing where like I'll like give my wife water and like she'll have I'll give her a water bottle and I'll close it too tight and then invariably she'll have to get me to reopen it because she can't. And it's like a thing that it just like bothers her like so much. And then I'll usually struggle too to open it because like you can always like close something tighter than you can open it.
Yeah.
So she gets some satisfaction when I struggle to open up her water bottles that I've clamped tight for no apparent reason.
So with my wife, I have the water bottles. So like I've started to like buy her own water bottles so she doesn't bother me for mine. And it's not that I'm like, because I had an older brother, so I'm not really territorial about things. I have no problem sharing. But sometimes like I'll come home and want to use my stuff and it's already in use. So I'm like, okay,
that's a problem.
This is becoming an issue. Let's get to your own things.
Did she go with or she go with the Stanleys? Because everyone.
Nah, not a Stanley yet.
Okay.
There's this brand that I'm looking at to get for her because she goes back out to work in April. I've had it in my notes for a while, but apparently like it keeps ice frozen for 24 hours, and they're the only company that does that. So when I remember, I'll probably share it. But that's what I'm looking for to get for my wife.
Very cool.
But otherwise, it's just like glass water bottles and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. My daughter got on she's 12. So this Christmas, she was like, I want a Stanley water bottle. I'm like, what? Like, I know Stanley of like, I had them kind of as like just generic water bottles. And she's like, no, all my friends have them. I'm like, what do you mean? And
they're
she's
expensive.
Like, she's like, it's like $40. I'm like, $40 for what? What do you need a water bottle for? And apparently like every 12-year-old in her class has these Stanley water bottles. And now my wife has one and we have like 5 in the house and I need to like, I don't know, have like a fund for Stanley water bottles now to like get the color, just like color scheme.
Yeah. Cause they're putting new colors out.
It's a whole thing, man. And then, so my wife is like really like, she's worried. She's very stressed about like any kind of chemical or whatever. So she's like, I just read that Stanley has like some lead thing that is now a concern. So we have to buy this like a cover for the bottom, so where your hand doesn't actually touch the bottle on the actual bottle itself. It's touching this like cover. So now I need to get a color coordinated cover for the Stanley water bottle that I've already spent.
Let's just not buy it.
Right. Or maybe not buy it. Right.
Let's not spend $40 on the water bottle and then another 20 and then do it all over. And I just found the name of the brand. It's called Arctic. So it's like RTIC. Mm-hmm. And apparently, because I read on Men's Journal, they were like, because of course there's a craze. So they were like, these are all the different water bottles that you can get. And I think Stanley was like the most like aesthetically pleasing, but in every other like category, it didn't do that great. So yeah, the Arctic road trip tumbler. That's what I'm gonna get for my wife.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
And they have nice colors. So
yeah, Noah Dennis says the days of the water fountain are long gone. Yeah, man. Growing up, it was just the hose, the green hose. That was all we needed.
Growing up in Brooklyn, we definitely used those water fountains.
Yeah.
Let's go Trickware. And then it's like, I don't want to encourage, like, if it's 40 ounces of water, okay, great. But I don't like the big beverage thing, because in every other country, like, you go to get a small coffee or a small anything. If you're not getting an espresso, it's an 8-ounce. Here, like, a small is a 16, and it's just so like the big stuff just gives me anxiety.
Yeah, that's a good point. And this is kind of along the same lines, but we have friends. Our neighbors are Brazilian. They had friends from Sao Paulo come visit, and we were just talking to them, and they had gone to the Cheesecake Factory, and they had heard about the Cheesecake Factory in Brazil. We're like looking forward to going, and they couldn't stop talking about the portion size, and they were just like, that the guy was like, I got a salad, and he thought it was like the healthy option, and he's like describing like the mounds of food he had, and it was just like he couldn't, and he's like the food waste, like he was the other thing, like he just can't. It's unless you grow up in this culture, you don't have any clue about how we're perceived in terms of like food portions and drink stuff and all these things, and just blown away. Like I literally couldn't stop talking about like how much readily available, like massive amounts of food is just always around.
Yeah. Can you imagine the supersize being around today? Like
man,
fries.
I remember when those came out, they started putting them in like the supersized like soft drink container, because they didn't have they outgrew whatever container for the fries, so they just were dumping fries in like the supersized soft drink container and saying, here's your supersize. I'm happy we don't have that anymore, because it's not good,
man.
And it took a movie to get rid of it.
Was the movie the thing that got
that started the movement toward it? Yeah. And then Super Size Me went away. Well, Super Size went away.
Where is that guy do stuff? I feel like he had a moment, but I don't know.
He did another movie, it's like Super Size Me 2, about chicken. Like it was like
production of chicken, or like,
well, so he did the same thing about just all he had was a chicken sandwich, and he just like mixed it up. Whether I forget whether it was, it's Super Size Me 2 Holy Chicken is the name of the movie, and he went back and forth between Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. I didn't see the second one. I remember the first one. And...
You're underwater a little bit.
Oh, am I back now?
No, yeah.
Why
does it? So I just need to cut in, and then it fixes it.
Oh, so that's maybe is what it is. Okay.
Yeah. You were saying you saw the first one?
I saw the first one. I didn't see the second one.
I didn't see the second one either.
First one grossed me out enough. So
yeah. I try not to watch those food documentaries because I like to eat. And
you ain't wrong, Mensa. Speaking of things I'm watching, I'm on with the right panel. Okay. So Apple TV has that Patriots documentary, their version of The Last Dance.
Okay.
It is hilarious how much they're running ISO on Belichick throughout this documentary. It is genuinely funny how they're just like, all of this is in spite of this old fuddy-duddy, and it's like the Robert Kraft was responsible for all of it. There's also I kid you not, I'm dying laughing 5 minutes into episode 1, because Robert Kraft, they do the origin of him buying the team, and he grew up a Pats fan. And they're like, yeah, we're really excited, and the 2001 season was going to be great, and Drew Bledsoe's my quarterback. And he's like, and then, all we faced was personal tragedy. And they go, 9/11 happens, and it's like, oh yeah, that's right, 9/11 was the same season of that year,
right?
And then Bledsoe in the first game back, that's the injury,
the Mo
Lewis hit, right? And Robert Kraft has the nerve, the audacity to go, first 9/11, then I lose my quarterback. Like, when will it end? I'm like, did you just compare losing your quarterback to 9/11? I couldn't. Someone please watch episode 1 and tell me if I read it wrong. That is exactly what happened.
Unbelievable. And that had to get through like multiple editors and producers, executive producers. Well, there you go.
Believe it, DJ. I'm sitting like, I can't believe you just did that. Like, even if like to your personal, like you losing your quarterback and a guy you like, right?
Yeah.
I can understand how that's like going to hit you harder than me, like Joe Schmo fan watching. He compared it to 9/11.
Yeah, like of all things. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not that one.
Yeah. And then like the whole rest of the doc is just like, well, we wanted to do this, but then this happened, and then Brady came, and it was all okay. And it's like, who made the decision to stick with Brady again over your $100 million quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, you can always tell when there's like inspired writing.
Well, that's what The Last Dance was. Executive producer Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan Christ. Tom Brady Christ. Like, this is, we can tell.
Well, that's what these docs have become now. Like, there's very rarely an actual journalistic documentary that happens anymore. All of these documentaries are like autobiographies,
Yeah, it's like replace the book in a way. Where
honestly,
no one reads anymore, and so you're just
So
yeah, it's a good point. I think it was I don't know if it was Bill Simmons who made that point about how every documentary now is some sort of like it's clearly biased in a way that it's not a journalism piece anymore. It's just
the doc that they were it was him and Chuck Klosterman the last time they spoke, because I know they just did a pod, but they were reacting to the Johnny Manziel one on Netflix. And how like that's very carefully curated with his voice, so he would sit down for it, and it really is a Johnny football autobiography. Like what message he wants out there, and that's just how documentaries work now.
Yeah.
So they don't work, documentaries?
They work differently now. You're not really going to learn anything objective. You're going to learn someone's perspective of, like whatever the next. So honestly, the Yankee one that came out last year, their version of a Yankee Last Dance was about Derek Jeter. It's like, it's Derek Jeter's perspective, and the way he spins the Marlins era as like a success, when it's like, you traded an MVP, like 2 MVPs in the first like 3 weeks of your job, and you only made the playoffs because COVID happened, and we allowed 18 playoff teams that first year. So that one stretch in the Yankee documentary where all the Yankees have to sit down, like Derek Jeter, Posada, Bernie, all of them have to sit there and comment on what they remember of blowing the 3-0 lead. Like, I'm not even just being a hater ass Mets fan here. Like, that was actually surreal. Like, ooh, like, how do they process all of this? How do they look back at all of this? And Posada still has his pop time memorized on the Dave Roberts steal. Like, that was actually like, oh, I'm learning
That's
something
cool.
here. I'm getting your perspective on this. So it's just different. So
that's stolen base. I have to imagine that like your job is to steal this base, and that's like everything is pinning on that. The pressure on him in that moment, it just I just can't imagine like how much, like, that's your job. That's the only reason why you're on the team. And like, this is just in terms of like pressure on you to like, it's like an NFL kicker where you have to make this kick. You have to steal this base. It's like the one thing you can't screw it up. Like, those are the type of like athletic situations that really like give me like secondhand anxiety, like just watching it.
You know he's gonna steal, and you know it's your job. And he made like a good throw, which is the best part of sports. You know.
Oh yeah.
There was two peak elite plays in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. So there's Manny Ramirez at the Red Sox parade that year. I remember the sign he had up that like Jeter is somewhere golfing right now. This is better. And they asked Derek in the documentary about that sign. And he's like, yeah, I saw it and it made me sick. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like, I'm actually getting your reaction to what I saw. And so,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't remember that. So what, a fan had it and he just took it?
Yeah, he just took it and like wore it on one of the duck boats. So, or had it around on one of the duck boats.
Yeah.
You know? Attaboy Deuce. Okay. Over under 0.5 substitutions that are different from the starting five. Like players that are different from the starting five to start the second half.
Under.
Damn.
Under?
Yeah.
I think we're all
I gotta go under. Yeah.
How busy.
Don't overreact to cut him off. I got a non-shooter.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Is that what Draymond just said?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh. But don't worry, we'll close out on Draymond.
He's like, don't worry about anything I got going on back here. These guys can't do anything with it.
Can I just respond to Busy real quick? Because
that
wouldn't fly if we were talking about the We Here Knicks. Busy. Baseball went from 162 games to 50 and allowed 16 playoff teams. Now, granted, like they almost allow all of that now, but like the Marlins were under 500 and made the playoffs.
Exciting.
Yeah. That's actually like a really exciting baseball season. It was just like a sprint. Like the game day one was August 1st.
All right, back in action.
Same starters.
Same five. The under hits. Devo.
Like the idea. Get him downhill. Tom.
Here we go. Draymond is so elite at that screen.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Clear as a guy.
We should say second half has started, obviously, for those watching on YouTube.
So Jalen's missed a few of these like good look middies that he's usually pretty adept at. Oh,
you think it's just he's short, or just a little off, or is he tired?
I think it might be a little off. I don't know about fatigue, but they are literally short coming up off out of his hand. So
you wonder the neck injury if that's affecting a shot at all.
That's a tough
look. There you go. Jalen Brunson.
You just think about that. He's got Kuminga on him and Draymond in help, and he's able to get that off.
He's unbelievable.
It really is.
Just need to get the reinforcements back to help him. Mm-hmm.
What did I read, or someone said it maybe on a KFS pod? The Knicks have like a 119 offensive rating since Randall went out and Anunoby went out when Brunson's on the floor.
That might be
that was Dan Devine.
I was gonna say catch and shoot. Dan Devine said that.
Right. So I mean, that's pretty incredible. Like it speaks to like how incredible he really is.
It's a combo of the like be like the third best offense right now and then the worst offense when he's off.
Yeah.
So I can't believe Steph missed that.
I don't know. Josh, that looked like it was off you.
It was off him. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to have some credibility here. Can't yell at everything. Yeah.
He rolled it off his hand. I mean, he forced it. Yeah,
Pods made it happen, but it rolled off of you, my brother.
Yeah. It was a good defense. It's annoying, but good. He presses Achua. Good job.
Yeah. Switch that. Curry's got no one on him. Curry's got no one on him.
Draymond. Nope.
All right.
Good rebound there. Please watch 0-0.
Need this.
I mean, you were spot on that, DJ, with the shooting for Jalen Brunson. He's just not getting the same quality of looks that he was getting with Julius Randle.
Yeah.
One time, Precious.
Right. Yeah, the 3-point shooting, that's the big difference. He's still getting his points, but it's just a little harder.
I think the last time I was on with Jeremy and I think
Where's Sean?
Yeah, Jeremy and Sean, Jalen Brunson, I think he's like 4th or 5th in the league in points in the paint, and everybody else is like a 6'6" tank like Zion or even better. It's that stat shouldn't exist.
Yeah, right. Like Tony Parker's like the only guy that can like have probably matched that sort of like stat.
He's getting like 18 points a game in the paint. That's crazy.
Draymond's first shot.
These offensive rebounding, man, this is really frustrating.
What did Busy just ask? Which one is more of an impact for Brunson missing Julius or playing big minutes with the Brushes Hart combo? I think it's missing Julius.
Yeah, they both hurt. Yeah.
It's the gravity.
Jeez.
Because Jalen Brunson cannot play off ball right now. You know, I mean, the non-shooting stuff is really hurting him. But when he has the ball in his hands, he can get downhill no problem. It's not like he's having trouble finishing in the paint. It's just how is he able to operate off the ball without a guy who can command the attention that Julius commands? That's annoying.
Busy, I do hear you about the spacing issue. The Precious Hart combo has been effective, which is why it's tough to fully criticize it, but you do have to take it game to game by how effective it is. So I just we said this earlier, there's a lot of wrong answers. What you concede defensively when you get rid of Precious to go to like Bogey or Burks, yeah. Thanks, AV.
Steph Curry taught him all his moves. So
yeah. This lineup is effective. It's a tough part about criticizing it. Like, it's effective. It's just not effective tonight, which is why he needs to make a quicker sub than 7 minutes in.
I wish I believe we would go to Deuce before the 4th. Yeah, not happening.
Yeah. Hartenstein's just been a little off.
Bad Achilles is still bothering him.
Yeah.
Can't get around it.
Yeah, that, and then he doesn't seem as comfortable with that floater in that kind of like short mid-range area.
Maybe the spacing's affecting him.
Yeah.
Because whenever he would like have an opportunity to score, he'd be alone in the paint. But now with Hart and with Achua, he's got to go against teams that are much quicker to react to him because they just don't need to pay attention to anybody else.
Yeah. No, it's not just a Brunson issue. You're right.
How do we lose him?
Oh,
go
Evo, good finish.
He's good for one of those every 7 games.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I wish the Knicks had. It's just a jump out of the gym athlete. We do have one. His name is Mitchell Robinson.
I was gonna say he plays center, so they don't even use his jump out the. Well, okay, You'd say Sims too, but again, these guys aren't offensively gifted in their jump out the gym ability.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. A Kuminga is
a Kuminga, right? And Anthony Edwards, like just a talent.
Cam Whitmore.
Cam Whitmore. Listen, I don't want to get him. I don't want to get him my Cam Whitmore bag. I don't.
Yeah.
But I will say, screw the Dallas Mavericks. That's all.
Forever and ever. Yeah. Tibbs, pull the plug, man. Like,
this is nothing here.
There's no one's moving. Like, even when they're cutting, it's like
a charge.
Here we go.
The charge.
Yeah, like pull the plug, man.
It doesn't work. We've seen enough.
On the jumping out of the gym stuff, I 100% agree on that part. The only thing I would say is like when you have Anunoby, he does sort of like play that part in a way that athletically and size wise, he kind of is.
Yeah.
He's a little bit, he doesn't like do it in the same way, but his size and
it's the length, it's
jumping
the go-go gadget
length,
arms.
Yeah, it can really,
it changes a lot.
It put him on the floor with Kuminga, and it kind of he can sort of like go toe to toe physically in a way that they don't have right now.
It's one thing that, like, I think the first game when OG Anunoby basically dunked off vert and he didn't have to get up high, he just put his arms up. I'm like, that is extremely valuable because you can catch it and it's no effort. Like that's like what Kuminga just did. He just caught it and finished. We don't have that available to us right now. But when OG is here, and it's not the same way because he's not the same tier of athlete. He just has, in terms of like, I guess, jumping ability, but his strength and his length, they're just invaluable to this Knicks team. We miss OG Anunoby. Like his presence makes everything easier. Like when we get him and Julius back, it's going to be real problems for the NBA.
Yeah, and if anyone missed it, we got a good report regarding OG. Cleared to shoot. It's good news. He seems like he is, from all reporting and all indications, he seems like he is on course to come back in the next, handful of weeks. He is incredibly important, to say the least. Even just offensively too, right? He just does his cutting that you talked about and his shooting from the corners. Miss him. We only saw him for a short amount of time, but I feel like it's gonna be a sight for surprise.
I'm thinking like, man, I might cry tears of joy.
Yeah, right.
The first OG Anunoby dunk and high impact defensive play. Like, oh my goodness, because he's a lead pass rusher. He's an ace pitcher. Like he puts everybody in their place in a way that I don't think I've ever seen on the Knicks team defensively. It's just so valuable because like watching OG Anunoby be the game wrecker he was, to the point where teams had to, like, their outlet was, let's just give the ball to the guy Quentin Grimes is guarding. That was so satisfying. I don't know, Quentin Grimes is not on the team anymore, but now Josh Hart doesn't have to take the team's best defender. Like he can get the second guy, and DiVincenzo can go back to being a free safety. And it's just, man, what he does for us defensively is just, you really can't quantify his impact.
You're right. And the other thing is like, regarding Julius, like his defensive numbers though have always been like, if you look at dunks and threes, a little better than maybe his reputation. Yeah. And I wonder if there's something of like him pounding on you on offense for 37 minutes that has this like impact on the other end where you're just like, you're dealing with this 250-pound battering ram for 35 minutes. Does that like take away a little bit of energy on the other end for you? Like there might be some correlation there. Physically, they're just not. They were a physical, strong team, and now they're just small and not good enough right now.
Steph Curry hits another three.
Oh, he made a sub. It's Jericho Sims. Like that's the sub. Really rough Tibbs game tonight.
I'm not quite
not why they're
comfortable.
gonna lose, but really rough Tibbs game tonight.
I'm not quite comfortable with the Jericho Sims minutes. I know he's not the worst player, but to me, it's just a poor use of the roster.
Yeah.
I would rather see, and I know he's been bad, but I'd rather see Boyan than Jericho. Because at least, like, philosophically, you have another spacer out there. There we go.
Yeah, I just don't know if you're going to have another team that will throw out as bad an offensive 4 or 5 as Achua and Sims in an NBA game this year. Honestly.
I want to go look around the league to see if we can find that, DJ.
I mean, Sims is really bad.
He is.
Like he's Achua at the 5. I mean, at the 4 is well below average. What was going on there? Give me this.
There we go. 2 in a row.
Keep fighting. Are we winning? I don't think so.
I don't think we are, right? Busy.
34. They're winning 37-34. So it's like even going big isn't having its intended outcome.
Yeah. We get a 3 here. It'll pull up.
What?
I think Jalen forced that a bit. He went right into the traffic.
Damn.
You know.
So if we were Warriors fans, we'd be like, they're just not putting this team away. Like they're letting them stay in.
Yeah.
That's the DNA of a Tibbs team.
So that's where you credit Tibbs, where they just don't go away no matter what. Even if the process has been bad, the backbone's still there, you know?
Yep.
I think he's gotten the coaching right. He's gotten the substitutions wrong.
That's a good point, Mensa. That's a good way to phrase it. And the substitutions, like the lineups are to his ethos, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's trying to pack the paint. He's trying to go defensive heavy lineups, you know? He's trying to win the rebounding battle, even though he's not. This is not working.
Yeah.
And yet, they're down 11.
Right. It just doesn't seem like the team that's you're gonna gain a big advantage of the size, because of how they spread you out and. But we also saw Boyan in the first half.
That's why the counter is like. So I think Deuce really to me is the counter, which is why I'd love for that to be the line.
Check it out.
To it.
He's a little slow with it, right? He had Brunson wide open.
That's a foul.
Yeah, I'll never complain about Julius Randle's processing speed ever again.
Yeah, if that's a Windows 90. Ooh, Gary Payton. Or is that Moody? No, that's Payton. That's Payton.
No, we let a lot of back rub in there. Extra back rub. I spiked it.
And they're down 9. Yeah.
Good rotation. Just had too much of a lane.
Yeah, this healthy Warriors team they're trouble. You have to deal with Steph Curry and the rest of these guys, and then their 6th and 7th men are Chris Paul and Klay Thompson.
Mm-hmm. Tough.
Yeah, to bring Chris Paul, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Looney off the bench is just an embarrassment of riches. One more. There we go. There we go.
Down 6.
Down 6. For as great as the Golden State Warriors are, they only have 73 points through almost 3 quarters. They normally will put 90 on you by now.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. You look at it that way.
Yeah, 31 points in the first quarter, 24 in the second, and now 13 through almost 10 minutes. Like 9 minutes, 22 seconds of the third quarter, which is, hey, the defense is doing what it needs to do. So we can complain about the lineups, and I will absolutely complain about the lineups. But I mean, you're down 6 in a game. It's a winnable basketball game.
Yep. And maybe the best part is that Brunson is getting going now. He's got 22 on 20 shots.
A couple threes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. 3 threes. He's found his form, because for a little while there, he would not hit 3 threes in a game for like 5 or 6 games. But I mean, DiVincenzo 2 for 11 from 3, 6 for 19. This is a team that knows him.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I'm legit stunned that they're down 6 right now. Like, it's actually kind of shocking that like a Sims for Precious for Hartenstein sub, and it's like, oh look, they're down 6. I can't believe it.
You want a shocking stat?
What?
Josh Hart is 3 for 11 from the field.
Yeah, they're all threes.
All of his main
they're all threes.
Yeah.
What is he? 0-5 from
8 from 2.
No, 2.
0-6. Because he's 3 for 5. Yes, 0 for 6. Okay.
So 0-6 from the field. Jericho Sims plus 10. I swear.
Unreal. Yeah, we might just have to like put Hartenstein on ice if he's not going to be effective. And that's hard for me to say because I love Isaiah Hartenstein.
That's your guy. Yeah.
But he just needs to get healthy.
I'm just looking at cleaning the glass. The Knicks are up to 34% in terms of offensive rebound percentage. That's been going up throughout the game. So, and they are keeping and this is a big deal. They're keeping the Warriors off the free throw line. They're not a high free throw rate team anyway, so it's not a complete shock, but it's part of the reason why their point total's pretty pedestrian right now. Only 7 free throw attempts for the Warriors. Knicks have 16.
So the Brooklyn Nets are playing the Atlanta Hawks tonight. Do you think there are 37 people in Brooklyn right now watching that game? I don't think fans for either team showed up.
That's a tough matchup. That's a tough one.
Damn.
Jeez.
I'm very annoyed Wash Clay did not show up tonight.
He kind of did. He's just hit a couple threes. 3 of 7 from threes. 4 of 11 from the field, though.
But, yeah, I guess that's Wash Clay.
Yeah.
But Wash Clay is your 7th man. You're still doing well for yourself.
Still doing well, yeah.
No advantage on the blitz.
Yeah, no
That's
way, bro.
Not the plan.
Like, no way.
So whatever the Warriors adjusted to. All right, now you make a sub. He's made 1 sub this quarter.
He traveled.
Good points here.
And I get to the line. Here's Bogey.
You guys think Chris Paul's played his last season, or is he going to keep it going?
I gotta think if he's willing to be a backup point guard, he's got plenty of years left.
He's 39 years old.
Again,
I
agree though. I still think he could be a backup somewhere.
Because I'm looking at this guy like CAA client.
I thought about it before the All-Star break when the Warriors were hovering around 12th. I was like, if he's available and we're looking for a point guard, why not? Then he hurt himself, and that obviously that ship sailed.
It feels like I think if he plays, he signs with the Lakers.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Minimum deal, goes back home to LA.
Yeah,
even though he's from North Carolina,
but the Clipper aspect of it, I agree with you. Like he was in LA for his prime. All right, come on.
No, it's a shot.
Oh, guys.
He made a Hall of Fame career out of that very jumper.
Mm-hmm.
Same location.
I know that was Kuminga though, on the putback.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I don't look like it rattled in. No, that was.
Man, imagine having Chris Paul giving the tricks to the trade to Jalen Brunson for a season. Oh my goodness. I would love to see that. Chris Paul's one of my favorite all-time players.
Well, truthfully, I mean, Jalen can use a little more like pick and roll craft as a passer, and
who better than him?
I don't think it would be the worst thing. Yeah. Oh, all right. Take it. Keep it.
Okay, Isobo.
There you go. Down 8.
Jalen could use a testicle punch in his back.
Then he's really Chris Paul. There you go.
That is a great comment. Was that the foul to give?
I couldn't tell if he was in the upward motion.
Yeah, Boyan, he's having his Fournier moments right now. This is not his brightest moment. Agreed, David. This has been a nice Sims game. Oh no.
Jeez. This is a brilliant play call. You guys saw that, right?
Yeah, he's like, nah.
Get that hand out of here, man.
Yeah, come on.
That's a foul.
Come on. What are we doing? He's like, nah, that's not a basketball player. Don't help me up. I like this new feisty Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
The one who stares at referees.
It's had to over the last month, you know.
Sean L. Kia Skills Challenge contestant.
All right. Is he getting to the 3-point line?
Who?
This
guy?
Yeah.
I'll say yes.
I always say no. I don't believe in any of these people.
So it's a layup, a free throw, a 3-pointer, right? And then a half-court shot.
I think it's a layup and then 2 elbows, 2 elbow jumpers.
Oh, 2 elbows and then that's right, and then a 3-pointer.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Yeah,
he's getting a 3.
I'll say he gets the second elbow.
Come
now on. Now that I see what the
that was clean.
Okay,
he's using to cash these buckets.
Okay.
He used to play.
Man.
You can tell at the jumper he used to play.
Easy there, easy.
That was nerves.
No,
okay, you got this.
He was
come on.
Right court.
Ooh,
yeah.
You're good, bro. Just
come on, dude.
That's cash.
Okay, get to the 3-point line.
Oh, that's well short.
Oof.
And right.
Oof. We're getting.
Just throw it in.
Oh no.
These are nerves.
Nah,
tired.
He's just in nerves and he's in jeans.
That's good.
Oh. All right, get the half court.
Decent
Got the
showing.
500 or 750.
he's disappointed in himself. Look
Yeah,
at his face.
he knows.
Oh man, he probably texted all of his friends before he went up.
Mhm. Make sure you watch the League Pass on.
Turn the Knicks game on.
Yeah.
So I got to do one of those at a Knicks game once. 1999. Terribly. Quick story. So it was Knicks Hornets late in the year 1999, and they picked me to do this like challenge on one end of the court against another guy at the other end, and the whole thing was like spin around on a bat and try to make a layup first. But they didn't tell me like right before we were about to go out that I had to wear a football helmet too. And they didn't have any that fit me. So the helmet went down, but the face mask covered my eyes because it wouldn't fit. It was my head's huge and whatever. They didn't have one. And I go out there and I was like, I forgot a belt that day. So that was a problem. So I start spinning around on the bat. My pants start falling. So I literally hear 19,763 laughing at me. And as soon as that happens, the guys, I'm still spinning. I haven't gotten the, the indication to go. My feet get all tangled up and I just fall. Face mask first into the ground. I'm seeing stars. The crowd's laughing. My pants are like
still a Knicks fan?
Down. Still a Knicks fan. So
that would have been my villain origin story. I'm not gonna lie.
I get up,
and that's when I became a Heat fan.
You're right. All right, the guys, Mike Walshevsky's like, all right, and go. And I go to make my layup, and I go down again. And this time, like the whole place is laughing, and I'm sweating. And my first shot is a layup. It goes over the backboard, and it's like the third row. It was a disaster.
I'm very sorry that was your experience.
I'm very sorry too.
Yeah,
I think I would have died. Like, I was just let somebody take me out on a stretcher.
Starting the second half. Fourth quarter. Knicks
Deuce has
down.
gotten really good.
82-72. Knicks are down. 11:25 left. Let's see if they have one more run in them. Clay. Yeah, watch Clay didn't show up tonight. 4 threes will do. Like to be clear, I don't think the lineup stuff at the beginning of each half has been bad. It's not why they're going to lose the game. Like I want to be clear on that. I don't think it's going to be why they lose the game. It's just some frustrating process stuff is all.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's a sizable talent difference here.
Mm-hmm.
Only so mad I can get about playing Jericho.
He's moving all the time on that screen.
He's dancing
the entire time. He didn't set himself once.
Yeah, about Saric, right?
Saric, yeah. I mean, clean that garbage up, and you can. That's a quick time. To what's he gonna do?
Bring Brunson back in.
Brunson, yeah,
that might be what the time is.
As they pan to Jalen Brunson's dad.
Does Burks get more than?
How many minutes has he played? He only had that one stretch in the beginning.
Was Burks in there? Was Burks in that lineup we just saw?
I didn't see him. I may have missed him.
Oh, so is Burks not going to play the rest of the game?
He's played 6 minutes. And Noah Dennis said he wasn't in. He wasn't in. So
then that might be a sign.
Surpassed him.
I hope so. Personally,
right? Because Deuce has doubled his minutes tonight, and maybe this is strictly a Steph Curry
matchup
situation.
Thing, yeah,
right. But Adam Dirts, Questlove, got some musicians here tonight. Allman Brothers.
The holdovers.
Yeah. Sopranos.
Dune Part 1 and 2. Anybody see that picture of Deuce McBride at the Dune 2 premiere last night? It was this random celebrity sighting of on the red carpet. It's like Deuce McBride at the Dune 2 premiere. Okay.
What is your 30-second take on Dune 1? Or the first one?
I was so bored.
Yeah,
it's beautiful, and clearly something great is being built in front of me. At the end of the day, I was so bored. There's so much sand.
So much sand.
So much sand. Or whatever, cinnamon, whatever it's actually sugar or whatever it's called. I was so bored. Recognizing how great it is.
Did you see the quote by I'm going to butcher his name. The director.
Villeneuve. Yeah, Villeneuve.
Yeah, like the dialogue means nothing. It's all images.
Clearly.
I was like, no, we saw Dune. It checks out.
Yes, I saw Blade Runner too.
Yeah,
it checks out. Blade Runner's great too. Like
that was good. But he also did the movie with the aliens, right? Where they come down
with Arrival. Yeah, that's an
was
actual
fantastic.
script with characters that I cared about. Yeah. Oh, they getting it.
She went straight for it.
Yeah, she did. That's a first date right there. I'm kidding. I have no idea. Yeah, what's funny is I have tickets for Dune on Saturday, but
okay.
I wasn't like I have so many friends that love the lore and they're excited for the completion of the story, but I was like, I sat 2.5 hours for a part 1 that was so slowly paced. And what's funny, I remember talking to Oz after I saw part 1. It's like I went and read the Wikipedia synopsis. That movie sounds great. Like it actually sounds really good. I don't remember any of it because I was so bored the first time. Dirty Dancing, that's what Dogtooth is one of his foreign language movies. I love that one. And they get weirder and weirder as we go. Prisoners is a rough sit, but it's pretty good.
I see that once.
Yeah,
awesome
and
movie.
Sicario's never going to be.
Yeah.
So. All right, Bogey, show me something. Oh my gosh!
Oh, he got fouled.
He
got fouled.
God. That was your finish. I swear.
Did Tibbs banish Alec Burks or?
I'm wondering which might be Incendies. Yes, I like that movie. Third answer.
So Hearts played 36 minutes.
Oh, he's getting a 40.
There's 10 minutes left in the game.
I was gonna say he's getting a 45. That's the Burks minutes being non-existent because there's no second sub for him.
Mm-hmm. Offensive.
All right. All of a sudden, Jericho Sims is a +1.
Yeah, evaporates quickly.
There he is, Alec Burks.
We go AB.
In for.
Looks like Josh.
No, Josh Hartris inbounded it.
Oh,
He's
okay.
in for Devo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Devo's at 30 minutes. Deuce. Come on, Deuce. There you go. Deuce McBride.
Yeah.
Loved his minutes tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't play Alec Burks over Deuce anymore.
Yeah, that's got to be supplanted.
That hurts.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. You got to go all the way here, Deuce. There you go.
Down 8. Deuce McBride.
Second best player in the team tonight.
Sincere. Absolutely.
At least, right?
Easily. There's Wash Clay.
Yep.
Behind the back, Uncle Clay pass at the barbecue.
Yeah.
Gets picked off by his nephew Deuce.
Right.
Oh, man.
So just to kind of wrap up the me on the court at the.
Oh yeah.
So last thing, and this is like salt in the wound. So.
Oh no.
Two things. A, I go back to my seat, and it just so happens there was another timeout, and the whole section notices that I'm coming back, and they give me the most patronizing standing ovation you can ever have in your life. And I'm a kid, and I'm just like, I couldn't be more mortified. So I sit down, and my dad was there. I sit back next to him. He's like, he's not one for words. He's like, Deej, next time wear a belt. And that's it. We literally don't talk about that. we haven't mentioned that night to this day. And then,
man,
like 2 weeks later, I get a letter in the mail from MSG, and it's a single photo of me bent over with my pants down. That someone decided, let me just like make sure they just rub this in a little more. So they sent me a photo of it, which part of me is like, I wish I had kept, but I immediately like tore it to shreds when I
would have done
opened the letter.
Thing. I would have opened the letter, to be honest. Once I'd have seen it was like a photo, I'm like, nah, we're not doing this. Oh man,
Andrew's gonna ask for video footage.
So I was potentially gonna say, is there that picture available anywhere?
I mean, the game, you can probably find the game.
Okay.
Hornets Knicks 1999 April.
So by the way, we have a super chat. Danny Gardner, I'm a Tibbs guy, but this lineup is fucking inexplicable. It doesn't help on either end. It kills your offense. I agree. I mean, we all co-sign it. Tonight, it didn't help on either end. I'll say that much. In the past, it's been been a good defensive lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too
again,
mad
when they're winning the possession battle, it's like you get it. Like you don't have a lot of good defensive options when you go to Bogey or Burks. So now, here's the thing I want to challenge Tibbs on is how high is this Deuce McBride ceiling? Because maybe that's your pivot sometimes. You know, go to Precious at the 5 or Jericho at the 5, Hart at the 4, Devo at the 3, and Precious at the 2. You know. That's what I'd like to see. Also, it wasn't sand; it was spice. Excuse me, Brick Nation in Dune.
Yeah, I don't really watch movies, so I just quietly.
I could tell you were just kind of like you tapped out of our conversation.
Like, all right, guys,
have
fun.
Oh man, there's a pretty big movie coming out this weekend, man. So that's what it is.
Awesome. I'm happy you guys can enjoy.
Hope everybody has fun. Yeah.
Oh man, please, Jokic, for all things good and holy, please.
Please. I need this W tonight, Jokic.
All right. How open will this 3 be that they generate here?
Yeah.
All right.
Deuce.
Who's limping?
Get the rebound. There you go.
He's just moving faster.
Deuce. It's not a good take.
No. Nope.
Yeah, we didn't like that one, brother.
It was like 95% good. Everything but the interest. About the ending. AB, the answer is no, by the way. Any interest in Mook Morris?
Don't lose pods.
Oh, what a dumb pass. They lost Clay instead.
Come on, guys.
That's
offensive rebounding, man, has been low-key a problem.
Tonight? Yeah, absolutely.
Tonight, yes.
Yeah.
Come on, I can't get blown by.
Did Alec Burks just block him?
I think so.
Okay. If that's your one positive contribution tonight, I'll take it.
Okay,
down 6 again. There you go.
Oh, they're giving me hope. Oh, man.
I don't want to believe.
They gave me hope. Now I think we can win this game. Come on. Lock in. These are great non-Brunson minutes here. Oof.
That's just the point God directing traffic there.
Bro, they have like how many Hall of Famers are on this team right now?
3.
Four.
Oh, 4. Poor.
Yeah.
4. I would have Brunson at the scorers table. Oh, Alec
go
Burks,
AD.
2 points.
They're giving me hope. Oh my goodness. I was so resigned to losing. Now I'm gonna be disappointed if we lose.
So I'm not there yet, Mensa, because they haven't taken the lead. If they take the lead, that's when I'll enter like.
But they're playing
well, but it's very much like, all right, this would be a valiant effort. It's not like they got blown out.
I needed that one.
Gosh, Hart.
My spirit needed that one.
Yeah. AB.
Oh, you're not in Detroit anymore, guys.
One of those.
You gotta make those.
Good.
Here we go, Josh.
All right. Good advantage.
Boyan was too close to it.
Nice.
He lowered his vert by inertia. It was just not. He was too close.
Lowered his vert by inertia is hilarious, Mensa. The ball movement. And they're missing.
They're just not
Okay.
hitting shots. I will take that.
How tired does Josh Hart have to be right now?
Very.
He's walking.
As he walks up the court.
Yeah.
How did that work?
Did
Burks.
we call a timeout here? No? Okay.
You got 3 of them.
You got 3. Yeah,
You're right. You know, if you're going to play the guy 50 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can we give him a
give him a
breather?
blow. Steph's like, I got to come back in. I got to stretch these quads out.
Alex scares me when he starts cooking. When Alec Burke starts cooking, I feel so safe. You have no idea.
And here comes Brunson to the scorer's table.
I got DDV. I mean, well, who do you put DDV in for? So Boyan.
Boyan, yeah.
Boyan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
We
your
all
answer.
had the thought. Did not a hesitation either. It was like it's pretty obvious answer.
That guy.
Yeah.
So he's going hard the rest of the, he's just not going to give him a water break, right? Remember in the first half,
The
he got the water break?
I think that's all he's sat so far. is That
So
water
the Deuce
break.
just come. Deuce just came out.
No. AB came out.
Oh. Okay.
Oh no, Deuce did come out. Okay. I'm questioning this
Down 4. Steph has the ball. Great.
You're questioning Alec Burke on Steph Curry?
just a little. Just
A little bit? They're down 4. How?
Jeez.
Oh man, Kuminga. Ooh. He's wow.
Jeez, Draymond.
That was really smart basketball by Pods.
Yeah.
All right. Just give me one miss.
I
Please.
don't understand the Deuce sub here.
I don't either. Yeah, David. Kerr put the varsity back in. That's right. First free throw attempt since second quarter for the Warriors.
There we
All right.
go. There's
Missed.
that one miss. And it was the right one too.
Yep.
Let's go.
Guard to guard screen. Get the switch.
You gotta cook 30 here.
Yep. Too much.
Oh,
Really?
oh no.
What a specimen. Wow, he was moving.
Special
weren't-
talent.
Yeah, man. They weren't playing this dude enough. I mean, they got to where they needed to be with him, but
What was the top 7 of that draft? It was Cunningham, Green, Mobley, Suggs. Who had the 5th pick in 2021? No, Barnes. Then okay. So Barnes went 4th. Suggs went 5th. 6th was Giddey, and then he went 7th.
Right.
Just, I wonder how that would have gone in a redraft. I think Green goes last.
Yes, I agree with you.
We need one, Bogey.
No.
Fuck.
Hope. Gone. Credit to Tibbs, man. He's trying with Bogey.
Yeah. And Deuce is back in.
That's another miss. They're missing free throws here.
This is okay. It looks like he's discovered it. This is the lineup.
So maybe Deuce just needed a breather?
No. It's not a good shot.
How did he get that? Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
No, he's...
Oh, no. Come on, please, guys.
God.
This is the downside of the lineup.
You're right. They've also been like the other lineup was getting crushed.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but you're right. Like in theory, this is why that lineup is tough.
They're trying so hard. It's too much. It's a struggle right now.
Yeah, he fought for his life on that basket.
Yep.
Oh!
Baby dunk.
I'll take it. That's excellent defense by Josh Hart. Here's the horse.
You gotta send help.
Oh, man.
Kuminga.
What a move. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Well, this is a great play. Oh, they didn't show the move.
Yeah, that
half spin was
tough.
disgusting. Yeah, don't have an answer for that guy. Well, we do.
We do. Yeah,
I was gonna say like the answer for Kuminga got cleared to shoot today.
Mm-hmm.
The answer for Kuminga is the answer for literally everything.
Yeah, it's the answer. That should be OG's. He should take Iverson's name.
Yeah,
and the other thing about like Julius too is like the one thing you can't do with him is post him, and he's got quick feet, so you could probably get away with Julius on him a little bit and feel like he's not going to abuse you physically.
Yeah,
in the same manner. You at least wouldn't have to send help. It's just
definitely. Julius wouldn't get embarrassed in that situation.
Yeah, it's like it's one of the things he does well, but this is a really clear indication of a team that with Curry and all the off-ball movement, and then now Kuminga as a post threat. There's just so much gravity and so much help that they're causing that you're just in rotations constantly, and the Knicks are rarely able to do the same on the other end.
Yeah, and one of the things that we haven't really touched on tonight is just the joy that Steph Curry still plays the game of basketball with is a sight to behold. He's in year 14, 15, and he still loves the game like he never won a championship. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Just watching him celebrate on the court, you don't see guys this deep in their careers just as jubilant and joyful as he is. And it's refreshing to watch this Warriors basketball team because they don't really rely on fouls. They just play the game. And I think that in an era where, free throw shooting is incentivized and it's encouraged by, these analytical front offices, it's great to see a team that just, they still go to that, but that's not how they beat you. They don't beat you at the free throw line.
Yeah, no, that's 100% true.
Hartenstein's back in. Deuce McBride.
Deuce. It's a gigantic three.
Down 7. Look at him. Look at him. I'm going to find that exact sub. They were down 89-85, and then he took Deuce out.
Knew that was going in when he caught it.
Yep.
Josh Hart's legs are jello, yet he's still following a shot like that. I swear. It's okay.
That's the one thing you can't do.
Yeah.
Good pass.
Oh, he needed one more to do some corner.
Yeah. That's Hartenstein being right under the rim, though. Just like, let me get this up.
I guess, yeah. Can't fault him.
Yeah.
I can't wait till Dante DiVincenzo is the 5th best starter again.
Yep, those were fun times.
I cannot wait.
Josh Hart actually come off the bench.
Yep.
Add a little energy.
Yeah.
We're pissed off because he got 28 minutes in the game.
Yeah. It was the Miami game where everyone got hurt. It was like he came off the bench in that
It was a
afternoon and turned the game around.
bolt of lightning. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, can you get a stop here? Get a bucket and you have life. Split action. Curry screen. Too good.
Jeez. That Steph guy. I don't know if he's new, but he's played really well tonight.
Yeah, you called him, man. You said to watch out for him.
Yeah, watch out. Might take a ton of threes.
You did your pregame work, scouting report.
Yeah.
Credit to you.
There you go, Jalen.
And somehow it's still a game.
They need one stop and a bucket, and I'm back in it. Like,
Is this the most threes Jalen Brunson has hit in the game since Julius Randle went down?
The Orlando game, he had a bunch. I'm not sure if he had more, but he had a bunch.
He killed them in Orlando.
Yeah.
For the first quarter. Okay. There's your
Your
stop.
Need a 3 here.
There's your 3.
Oh, they
had
there's like 4 of those in this quarter that they just couldn't get it down to
rough.
I don't mind that shot, but I don't like it either.
Rough DiVincenzo stat line tonight. I'll read it in a second.
I don't even want to look at it.
And 10-point game, 1 minute left. DiVincenzo tonight, 6 of 21, 2 of 12 from 3, 16 points. So,
when does Julius get back? Man,
listen, when Mensa is clamoring for
Julius Randle,
we know times are tough.
Times are tough.
Next thing, so I want to read the first super chat of the night. That's in the regular chat. It's in the post game. It's Busy. I love you so much. He goes, I miss Julius. Good night. When Busy is like, I miss Julius.
Julius Randle, we win this game.
The way the Warriors have shot tonight, they're 31% from 3 tonight. The Warriors, now they've taken 45 threes. So,
I just would rather. All those contested Josh Hart fadeaways in the first quarter would have been Julius Randle contested fadeaways.
Yeah, it's either Julius contested fadeaways, or like him getting downhill, or him passing out to someone open because of his gravity. Like, yeah, it's all of it. Steph has 11 rebounds. He's 31 and 11 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's a must win on Sunday, but I'm curious where they'll be in the standings if they lose on Sunday.
Remind me who Sunday is.
Cleveland in right? Cleveland, looking to prove a point.
Yeah. No boy.
Wow, really?
Hartenstein, not great.
Yeah, they'll be 6 and 8 since since they went down.
Yep.
without Julius and OG. There's some context in there. There was one game they played without Boyan, DDV, and iHeart. The Hartenstein injury and what he's become since then has also coincided with all this. But yeah,
Brunson, he missed.
Yeah, Brunson missed 2 games.
2 games, yeah. I'm just like I've said it like so many times. I'm tired of like you credit the effort and you credit like how hard they're playing, but I'm also like, what's the cost of this? Like these losses where they're losing the game, but they're just Hart's going to play. And it's another insane minute total. And I don't know if there's like
no, there's no way that's accurate.
That's right.
He had a water break, and that was it.
47 minutes for Josh Hart.
Tonight for Josh Hart. Now he has 2 nights off, so I don't know if that was part of the calculation, but
he did have a knee thing happen just a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah,
left knee.
That's inexcusable.
Easy.
So who goes in? So this is where I empathize with Tibbs, because if it's not Hart, it's Bogey.
Burks.
So Alec Burks, really? You want more Burks minutes?
No, I get what you're saying. I just don't know if it's like fair to the player at that level.
So that's where the training
like 47 minutes.
I would have broken it up, but I got nothing. I understand why Hart played this much. I also don't know if we would have had to concede that, like, all right, the alternative to Hart playing a ton is more Burks minutes or more Bogey minutes.
Yeah.
Which this is probably a 20-point game in the meantime.
Right.
So that's why it's tough.
47 minutes, man.
It looks crazy.
It does.
It's just a crazy number in a regular season game.
In a game you're gonna lose by double digits.
But that's the result. Like when they were down 4, we were like, okay, like they're in it. That's why I think he's almost being forced, if they're gonna try and make these games competitive, to stretch some guys. Then
he's going for it on 4th, and we are criticizing him with the
like, why are you going for it? Exactly. Now James McBride played double the amount of minutes of Alec Burks, which is both a good call and a bit of an indictment on what Alec Burks has been. In fact, the 2 lowest minute totals tonight are the 2 Detroit guys.
Right now, it's looking like a bad trade deadline.
As of now. Now, this is context. We got drink. We got to see what they look like when OG's back.
100%.
But the whole point of them bridging the gap to when they come back is not working so far. So
correct.
All right. Any final thoughts, fellas?
We got Cleveland on Sunday. And a healthy Cleveland team is worse than the Donovan Mitchell-led Cleveland team, so I'm not too worried about it, but I'm concerned because Miami's on our heels, and I really don't want to lose the 4th seed, but it's beginning to feel inevitable that we fall out of the top 4. But we'll see what happens on Sunday, and hopefully guys get healthy fast enough and we go on another tear and secure home court in the first round of the playoffs. But as of right now, 47 minutes for Josh Hart wasn't enough. Jalen Brunson, 4 for 7 from 3, had a decent enough game, but the rest of the team didn't really show up. Guys are tired. We're hurt. We just need to survive.
I agree. DJ.
Yeah, I mean, echo all that that you said, Mensa. We'll add that, I think the McBride minutes, his performance, I think there was like, I don't know if it was only matchup dependent. I think it is something that may come out of this as a significant development. If there is going to be a shift there, I don't think he is necessarily. I don't know why he would be married to Burks playing ahead of him, but we'll see how that goes. They're playing more games than they're not, where they just don't have enough talent to win, and they're playing their asses off, but it's just talent is talent sometimes, and they just don't have enough of it playing right now.
Yeah. No, I obviously agree.
But I enjoyed it regardless. Mensa, was a pleasure doing with you, sir.
Yeah, it was great. This was awesome.
Fun. Andrew, as always.
Yeah, man. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time for the KFS Watch Along. Peace out.